Show is brought to you by Ventura Training and Athletics. Restore, train, maintain. Specializing in the restoration of the muscular system to help you move and feel better. Combating TBI, PTSD, and pain through specialized strength training. Again, get your body right, get your mind right, defeat the demons.
This is the Veteran Trash Talk Hour, hosted by Nick, Dave, and Joe. Today's special guest is Juan, a Marine who decided to stop eating crayons and start a podcast.
What up, Trash Talkers? Welcome to episode 22 of the Trash Talk Hour. So special guests today are Sergeant G, and he's going to talk about holistic healing and his podcast and all the things he's got going on. He was also a Marine, so I'm sure he's going to tell us how he's better than everybody, but we know that's not the case, okay? Hey, before we get this show started, I kind of want to hit on a situation that occurred the other night and how the VTT community and everybody that's involved with us jumped and sprung into action, okay? So one of our brothers posted on our page, okay? And he said he was giving away free shit and he didn't have use for it anymore. And that was kind of a sign for all of us, you know, like a trigger sign, a warning sign. So the VTT community jumped into action. We sprung into action, let's say it that way. Everybody was about it. The sheriff's office was contacted. The suicide hotline was contacted. And I just really wanted to say that I'm extremely honored to be part of this community. And extremely honored to call all you my brothers and sisters. If you're going through some dark times, reach out. It's okay. That is what our community is about. You are never alone. Let's get this party started. Over to you, Beck.
Hey guys, so I also my honesty cap tonight has a little bit to do with our Facebook page, and this week we had a guy that posted a couple questions on our Facebook page about how many kills you got and how far was your longest one and what did you use. Here's the thing. Nobody gives a fuck how many kills you have. Not a single person fucking cares. You know why? Because this isn't Call of Duty. Nobody gives a shit. Our page has a fucking purpose, and the purpose is to help prevent veteran suicide, not to alienate people because they didn't kill enough for you to be okay with what they were doing when they were deployed or not deployed or whatever. Like the guy that fucking cooked your food while you were fucking deployed, he can't have problems and can't jump on our page and have issues and get help because he didn't kill enough for you. Go fuck yourself. Like, there's no fucking reason to try to alienate people or to act like you're like there's some kind of dick measuring contest about how many people you killed. First of all, like, what are you proud of? It's not personal. It's not a personal thing to go to war and fucking kill somebody. It's not a personal thing for them to try to kill you. Not a single person has ever tried to kill Master Sergeant Beckwith just because I looked at them weird in Iraq or Afghanistan or fucking Syria or anywhere else.
Or Spiker.
There were people trying to kill a dude in an American uniform, but you know what? I was trying to kill one of them. Not because I didn't like Muhammad or whoever the fuck his name was, but because he was the bad guy and that was the game we were playing. And there was absolutely not a fucking thing personal about it. It's business. Got nothing to do with, if you can fucking count how many people you killed, there's a chance you should have been trying to find a different sight picture instead of finding out whether that dude was dead. There's absolutely no room on this page for fucking kill counts or dick measuring contest because it alienates people that may need help. If you want to talk shit about a Marine, I'm right there with you. Not a huge deal. If a Marine wants to talk shit about the Army, fucking awesome. We can chesty puller it all up if we want. But there's a line that you're not going to cross. You're not going to alienate people just because they weren't in the infantry or because they weren't airborne or because they didn't fucking kill as many people as you personally think that they should have killed. And to add to that, don't think of it as getting triggered. We're not snowflakes. That being said, I'm going to pass it on to Joe because I know he's got a little bit to say about this too. Joe.
Hey, but before
ahead.
Joe, before so I don't have to interrupt you, buddy, you got to explain the shirt. Now we have a store. We are a for-profit company. We sell stuff so that we can get big. Yes,
do we have a store? I don't believe that we have a store. You know why I don't believe we have a store?
We have
Nick?
a store
because we don't sell tank tops. And if you don't sell tank tops, it's not a fucking apparel store.
It's October, you fucking hillbilly.
So what did you make? It looks like you made yourself a VTT tank top. I made my own
VTT tank top because
it looks good, buddy. It looks good.
Will not allow me to have a tank top in the store. So now I'm doing my own thing. You can buy this cap made of blue painter's tape from me personally. Just slide into my DMs. I'll send it to you. You will have to pay for shipping. I am a profit organization also. Costs you approximately 10 cents. Not a big deal. I draw it myself.
That's a pretty good deal. That's a pretty good deal. I don't think anybody.
Buddy the artist. Buddy the artist. All right. Sorry, Joe. Get your Detroit minutes up.
This looks like one of the beers you buy in a store, by the way.
Yeah, it's a work of art, buddy. It's incredible. I don't know why I haven't thought of that.
Great soapbox, buddy. Great soapbox. I just want to hit on
wonderful.
That. Yeah.
Wonderful. I'm glad we had that chat earlier today where we figured out who was going to say that. So we're going threefold at it, apparently. All seriousness and all about what's been going on the page, because you know what? I think we all can agree that the page has kind of become its own living, breathing thing. And there's been some activity on there that we haven't seen a whole lot of. And the thing what Buddy was saying, we talked about this earlier today, and he kind of touched on what I was going to say, but it's not even a question. It's not like a coin flip. It's not like, you caught Joe on a bad day or you caught Nick on a bad day. That's why no, listen, if you're doing something that flies in the face of our principles, if you're doing something that flies in the face of what it is we stand for, then I don't have to freaking explain myself to you. You'll get maybe one warning as a sign of respect, and then I'll just delete. And I'll keep doing it because in 2 minutes, another veteran will replace you that doesn't act like that. So you can call it triggered, you can call it whatever you want, but here's the beauty of it. It's our thing. and this is the way we're going to have it. And if 9,000 veterans say you're the asshole at the party, goodbye. So that's all I got, Nick. Other than, being a Detroit fan, status quo hasn't changed.
Hey, let me add to what you said though, real quick, Joe. Here's the thing. To be a snowflake, kind of by definition, I have to go look for something to offend me. This is our page. You found us, homie. If you say something on our page that doesn't support the mission, then I'm not triggered. I'm not a snowflake because what you're doing.
Came to our page.
You came to me, homie. Like you came to me and said some shit that pissed me off. Now you've opened the door for me to react. I didn't go out, look, and find you and get on your page and start going, oh, that's offensive. No, you found me. You came to our page.
That's the beauty of our page. And that's the thing that a lot of people have a hard time with is if you put something out there, if you reach out and are proactive, you will be vetted. And if you're full of shit, you will get called. And if you reach out and poke somebody, like, cool, man, you got it going. So if he's straight out of Ranger school and goes for your neck and says something nasty about your mom, don't start calling him the snowflake. You're the one getting butthurt about it. Like people, they forget what we're about because they think that they can have carte blanche to say whatever they want. And we can't get our spines up about it. But man, if you're certain verbiage and you're just going to go, and we don't have to explain ourselves. That's the beauty of it.
There's a difference between trash talk. Even in the barracks, there was a difference between trash talk and you're about to get fucking smacked.
Yep. Fact.
I can't smack you.
And we can't
on
rearrange
fucking
anyone's
Facebook.
face for them, so all we can do is say goodbye, and I'll lose
exactly.
that much sleep.
I can't fucking virtually slap you,
Yeah.
so you get
There you
deleted.
go.
Yeah,
That's
well,
how
we
that
had
works.
that. We had that idiot on that thread that, you know, he started talking about, like, I don't care if they kill themselves. And it's like, whoa, like, what are you doing on our page, bro? So obviously he got banned, right, immediately after that comment. But all I could think about in my head, Joe, you deliver it better than me, is there's that scene in Boiler Room where the new guy comes into the office and he's not supposed to be there.
Yeah, you ready?
What did we say to that guy?
You ready? All right, listen, I got the phone right here. Hang on. Kid, get the fuck out of here.
That's exactly what happened. A little Vin Diesel. So
I want to cost him some points with Mama. She said little ears could have heard that. So
yeah,
I hope you guys liked it.
Okay. Well, hey, I have the special privilege. Let's all give a toast to the guys on the show and to our guest Juan, Sergeant G.
10th Mountain Distillery.
All right, 10th Mountain Distillery giving us the free booze. Get on there, put that code in there, VTT, get your discount. Awesome stuff. The bourbon's good. I know Beckwith drank the cordial in about 6 minutes. The whole bottle was gone. So I know he loved it.
I started self-mutilating, so I don't know.
It really is fucking super good.
You put it in a solo
says.
cup, and they'll call it the juice.
I hate the fact that particular whiskey has a name like cordial, and it's fucking vanilla sage peach infused. They should
you
call
love
it
it
like death stare or like a devil's breath or something something so that I can like feel good about myself when I go over to my buddies and I'm like, yo, this stuff is really good. You should try it. And they're like, what is it? I'm like, it's vanilla infused sage whiskey.
Nice.
It's super good though. And it's called cordial. They should call it like devil dog breath, Satan hair, dragon dick or something. I don't know, but
I like dragon dick. I think that's a good one.
So,
like dragon dick, yeah.
Buddy said dragon dick, honey.
Yeah, for those of you watching live for the first time, which probably isn't many of you, but I know a lot of people watch afterwards. You'll be watching tomorrow and stuff like that. Another part of our thing with Veteran Trash Talk is to promote veteran-owned businesses. All right, and like that's another key part of the system that we want to get pumped up to, where let's get these guys who are entrepreneurs and are hiring veterans and taking care of veterans. Let's get them out here. Let's get them some free publicity because people are watching and people start calling. I know that multiple people who have shared their business on here have gotten some business from it. So that's all we can hope for. And hopefully they get big enough to hire people. And like I said before, we are a for-profit company. We want to get big enough that we can help everybody, right? It takes money. It sucks to say that, but it does, right? Like, and you guys all saw my hot tub operation, taking the crane over the house. You guys got to start
all them shirts, man. All them shirts.
That shit was expensive. So let's get on with that. But anyway, Sergeant G, I'll let him explain his company and his wife's company and his podcast that he has. I'm pretty sure if I say it right with the intro song, is that he has a podcast that he helps other Marines get rid of their crayon addiction so that they can be productive members of society. So I know that the crayon joke is played out, but this is the first time we've met a Marine who's been trying to stop people from eating them. So it's an absolute pleasure to have you on, Sergeant G, and tell us what you're about, where you're from, and what you got going on in your life.
What's up, guys? I appreciate the opportunity to come out here and be on your show. Like I said, man, I got the Stone Vet. You want to talk about eating crayons? This is how you beat it.
What kind of name you give that microphone? What name you give that microphone? It's got to have a name.
I ain't give it a name yet. I just had it. I've been playing with it to see if it works good enough. The sound comes on good enough so you guys can hear me and everybody else can hear what I'm doing. So
he calls it boot. He calls it boot.
And for you, David, there ain't no was a Marine. It's always a Marine.
I know. Yes.
So that's what I created. So my name is Sergeant G. I got my own little Facebook feed, just like these guys here with VTT, man, doing their thing, trying to help reduce that 22 a day, right? So I do have a podcast as well on YouTube. It's called the Stone Vet USMC, because we are the best and we have to make sure everybody knows who we are and what we're doing. So with my resources, what I'm doing is providing resources for veterans who get out of active duty and trying to figure out what the hell do I do now? When you're in, you hear me say it on my show all the time, when you're in and you're serving, it's who, what, when, where, and why. But when you get out after 4 years or 40 years, you're like, the hell do I do now? I ain't got nobody breathing down my throat telling me what to do, when to do it, how to do it, right? And so being able to work with other vets like these guys here at Veteran Trash Talk, finding resources, helping reduce that 22 a day. People always talk about 22. I was talking with Coach Monty a couple of weeks ago, and he's like, it's 22 plus 1, so there's 23. And I was talking with Battle on the Home Front, and they told me, hey, that's another 30 on top of that a month just from opioid addiction. Dude, so it's 53 vets taking their lives every freaking day, every month, you know what I'm saying? So somebody every day is dying. 53, there's only 30, 31 days in a month. So guess what? That's 1.5, 2 people a freaking day. And I'm tired of seeing my brothers and sisters, man. There's hundreds of Facebook groups out there, 100 veteran Facebook groups, veteran this, veteran that, veteran this. So veterans are trying to help vets. And Veteran Trash Talk gave me the opportunity to come out here and just try to help spread the word, right? Like they said, my wife owns Rafa 180. Rafa 180 was established back in 2017, talking about natural health, figuring out how to live with natural health and get off all those damn opioids the VA continues giving us, whatever the doctors keep prescribing to us for pain management, right? So we work with medicinal grade CBD, right? Alcohol, everything, right? Everybody has their poison, right? You have a poison, you have something, right? How do we deal with the pain? How do we deal with the demons that attack us every single day, right? If you serve in the military, I don't care if you, even in the Chair Force, the Space Force, and every other freaking branch that's out there, guess what? If you went to boot camp, guess what? You got PTSD. Why? Because they broke you down, broke you mentally, and they had to build you back up to be to the standard that they wanted you to be at. So you're not yourself no more. Now you're the standard of you're the standard of the Department of Defense, how they want you to be. So guess what? When you get out, you're like, I don't remember who I was. When I joined the Marine Corps, I was 17 years old. I didn't know what to do. I was still growing up. I didn't know anything. So with Rafa 180, what we try to do is help with natural remedies. Like I said, we work with medicinal grade CBD. If you guys ain't familiar with CBD or what CBD can actually do for your body to help with the pain management, help with everything that you encounter every day, just pain and anxiety and depression, we have multiple products. I work with Battle on the Home Front, the CEO of Battle of the Home Front. He created an actual pill called Active Duty RX. Active Duty RX has 17 natural ingredients, and what it is brain food. It's like I try to tell people that with the brain food, it's like when your anxiety kicks up, your depression kicks up, it's almost similar to a muscle spasm. You ever had a muscle spasm? Everybody knows how much them things hurt. You got to go to masseuse, you got to go chiropractor, get that thing rubbed out, right? Same thing happens with anxiety and depression. Your brain, your nervous system is all jammed up. The blood can't flow right, so it's all jammed up. So your anxiety and depression is kicking in. And so
you gotta be careful talking about getting rubbed out around Buddy. So he gets excited when he hears that kind of stuff.
Excited,
So
yeah.
he goes in a different kind of massage parlors.
I thought he went to Okinawa one too many times.
Wait,
what?
I gotta get rubbed out.
Wait, what kind of company you got going on over there?
There was an immediate chair shift. All of a sudden he was
like, oh, he's probably got something going on under that table right there.
This chair is uncomfortable.
Hey, Sergeant G, where are you coming from? Where you based out of?
So I'm based out of Oklahoma is where I'm at. I'm close to Oklahoma City, not too far from Oklahoma City. So I'm based out of Oklahoma. So we use a CBD company here. So all my CBD is all manufactured and processed. Everything is processed right here in Oklahoma City. So I'm able to go to the lab and watch it. I say, hey, this is my order. When I order it, I go straight to the lab and pick it up. I don't wait for somebody to ship it to me. It's all right here. It's all, like I said, it's all natural. It's all everything. It's the only FDA regulated lab in the Midwest. So, I mean, a lot of people get questions about it, right? When CBD first came out, it was everywhere, right? It was popping up, people making their millions off of it real quick. And then now they're gone. A lot of places are gone now. And we're still here, still holding strong with who we work with, you know? And so that's what we pride ourselves on.
Big Pharma's it's a opponent that is tough to beat. I mean, they got their hooks everywhere. They got their money everywhere. I mean, I don't want to get too political, but I mean, it took a president that was never in politics to get insulin down to where somebody could afford it. You know, it's like, nah, you guys are jokes, man. Like,
absolutely.
Regardless of what you say, like about him, I don't care. Like I said, I'm not getting into that, but no, he just said, no, I'm cutting it. I'm going to let people go outside of the country to get their insulin now. You know, so like that was huge. But yeah, we talk about it, Sergeant G, with that the demon inside, and we talk about the veteran community. Nobody's going to help it except us.
Yeah,
we're the only ones that can help each other, and that goes along with Beck's Honesty Cap and Joe's Detroit Minute. Is we don't got time. We don't got time for your BS on the page.
Oh, absolutely.
People are dying, and there's people out there like you that are getting it done, getting after it. And we decided to not do 22 push-ups. I know Buddy Beckwith loves the 22 push-up challenge.
With all the damn pre-workout he's taking, I bet.
Yeah.
Hey, that's 22 push-ups strict in a row.
You know what he does is 22 scoops of pre-workout.
Not a huge deal, but last time I checked, if you drop down and knock down 22 push-ups, first of all, half of the push-ups that I see are like real suspect push-ups, like those officer, like we're just gonna hinge at the waist push-up. First of all, if you're knocking out 22 entire push-ups and then you jump up, I'm going to make fun of you because you just did 22 push-ups as if you were doing something. I thought the standard for us was 82. Like you do 82, then you get up because 82 is a perfect number.
Buddy, that is all dependent. Buddy, that is all dependent on whether how many if you outrank the guy in confirmed kills, you don't have to do that many push-ups, remember? So it's case dependent. It's case dependent.
If you got all those,
if you have more, then you're better in that category. So you don't have to do as many push-ups.
So big, you got those huge boulders between your legs because of all of the people that you smoked. That's why you're so.
Florida State just threw a dime. Sorry.
That's a damn Army thing. All these damn push-ups, man. You want to be a real man? Get your ass on a pull-up bar and find out how many pull-ups you can actually do.
Man, I remember a pull-up challenge like in 5th grade was difficult.
I don't know
I remember you got the presidential fitness badge.
Isn't that what
if you do like 6 pull-ups?
Fitness award?
Yeah, when you're like 5th grade, I got my name on a wall because I did 7 pull-ups like a Marine. I think I was 7. I don't know, 8 years old. I could do enough pull-ups to be a Marine, but the chest wasn't quite there yet.
Everybody's a rifleman.
Yeah, everybody's a rifleman in the Marine Corps. Hoorah! Right? I said hoorah, something like that. I saw it on a commercial once, but
I think it's hoorah. They can't pronounce the H.
Yeah, but anyway,
how many commercials you guys got now? You guys decided on a new logo yet? It's like every year you can't decide on what you want to be.
What are you talking about? Are you guys the ones that have the silent drill team? We're so good, we don't even have to talk.
Shark attack.
We just throw our guns everywhere. Not a huge deal, but the Battle of Iwo Jima was won because people just kept throwing guns back to the next guy. Like, what the hell is that?
Get them, boys.
Hey, Sergeant G, what's you said your wife moved the company to you're online now, right?
So yeah, we went strictly online, like with COVID and everything else that's been going on. Being a small business, everybody knows, it's going to kill everybody, and it's just one thing after another. And just, we looked at it and we're like, man, we got to go straight online. Just, we got to reduce the overhead. You run a business, you got a lot of overhead, dude.
Right. What's the website?
So if you go to rafa180.com, right there, we just revamped it. We're actually doing inventory now to ensure that we got all the right accurate numbers for all of our products that we have on there. And we also provide a sales team. We have a sales team on there. You want to be part of the sales team, you can earn up to 35% of any product. If somebody logs in, if you become part of the sales team member, you get your own landing page. They come in and buy from you. Guess what? You get money back into your pocket. Up to 35% of products in the store. Whatever they buy goes back in your product. You get some wives. I don't know how many of you guys are married. I doubt half of y'all are married, but
yeah, we're married. You gotta be married in the Army. It's the only way to get out of the barracks.
No, not that is not true. And I would like for everyone to know that I'm not married. I'm divorced, and that is a thing. I'm on Tinder.
Just salted his game.
He's on Tinder now, so make sure you swipe right. Is it right or left?
I'm on Tinder, Bumble, Grindr.
Do you know? Hey, Sergeant G, do you know what kind of following he has and how much salt you just threw on his game by making people think he might be married? Like, you have to fix that now, because his night's not over once we get off this call.
He's a busy guy.
Huh? I'm serious. Like,
hey, what is it? What is it on Tinder? Is it right or left? Does right mean good or left mean good? Which one makes your phone bing? You're swiping right or left, buddy?
Is it right?
Oh, you swipe right if you want to say, if as we call it in the biz, if you want to holla, swipe right.
Okay.
If you want to pass, you swipe left. I'm gonna tell you that I've been to muscle failure a couple of times with my right side, because at some points I don't even.
How many of those pictures actually look like them, though?
I'm
That's
gonna
the
start
thing.
swiping on you, though, buddy.
Sometimes you get where you're just playing the numbers. You're just like, I just got to get it out. I just got to get my business out there.
He's like, I gotta go right once at least.
I need some
How many of those? How many of them actually?
Don't worry, because there've been a couple of times where I went left because I just felt bad about all the rights, and then I was like, "Oh God, go back!" And then I was like, "That was the wrong one."
I was gonna say, buddy, do you get take backs? Can you be like, "Oh, I made a mistake," and can you go back?
If
you get a mulligan,
if you pay,
you get a mulligan swipe.
Buddy pays the extra $5. Buddy pays the extra $5
to get a mulligan.
Dave, how did you know it was $5?
Yeah, there it is.
Whoa, Dave!
Dave, how'd you know it was $5? You just
started over there in Europe with all that weird shit.
First of all, it's $7.99.
Oh,
not a huge deal.
It went up
with taxes.
Gave you a discount, buddy.
Hey, so Sergeant G, what brought you? At what point when you got out of the Marines was it like? Can you kind of maybe tell us about some of the ups and downs?
Man, so for me, like you said, what do you do after you get out, man? So, man, I got out back in 2009. I was like 26 years old. I was damn, that was forever ago. Yeah, I was like 26 years old when I got out back in 2009. I did 9 years and got out, and I was like, what the hell am I gonna do? I got a wife, I got a kid. I had one kid at the time. I had 2 kids at the time. 2 kids at a time. I had a wife. I had no house.
Hey, Sergeant G, not to interrupt you, but you missed a little bit of that story. How many kids do you have currently?
7.
That CBD working. That CBD got them swimmers rocking, baby.
I got 7 kids.
Oh, 7.
Right.
I stay busy, man. I got to hustle. I got to hustle so I can provide for these kids, man.
Time to go get snipped, bro.
You gotta get like a television show. Call it And One More or something. Like, good God, that's
what everybody keeps saying. Everybody
stop
keeps
judging.
Saying
He's just got it dialed in, buddy. He's zeroed. He's got a recipe dialed in. That's all it is.
Look, if I had 7 kids,
he knows
that would
what
be
works
one
for him.
time
Look
for
at the
every
man.
time I got some. That every single time, it'd be 100%. Because I don't really get a hold. I like to hold hands, and that's about it.
Okay, yeah, I believe that shit. No, like you were saying though, I didn't know what the hell I was gonna do with my life. I was like, what the hell? I don't know what to do. I didn't have no resources. I didn't have people. I didn't have friends. I didn't have acquaintances that had businesses or they could teach me how to be a businessman. Because that's what we all want to be. A lot of veterans. That's what they want to do. Hell, I'm gonna work for myself. I don't want to work for anybody else anymore. After serving in the military, I don't want to do what somebody else is telling me to do. I still got sucker. I went to work for the fucking Air Force. Go figure that shit. And now they're still telling me what to do, how to do, when to do it.
You're not a Marine anymore, man.
I know, right? I'm a fucking airman, spaceman. I'm a spaceman. Right. Spaceman. Let's go spaceman. I don't know. I think it sounds better than airman. So, but what, and so I got out and I went and somebody told me, hey, you going to school? I said, hell no, I don't want to go to school. He said, look, let me show you how much they're going to pay you. He broke it down. This is what they're going to pay you to go sit in class. I said, well, hell, I might as well go to school then and get me a damn degree in something. A degree I ain't never used yet. I graduated like 5 years ago. And I still ain't used that damn degree yet. But they paid me. They paid me to go to school. And so that's what I've been doing. Like I said, I work for the daggum Air Force, and those guys are the worst people ever. I swear that there's no military bearing. It's a corporation that if it ran in the real world, it would fail. It would be one of those big multi-million-dollar companies that freaking went under and needed government assistance to keep them up floating, like every other freaking $1 million business out there.
Yeah, the Air Force is a tricky one. When I was stationed at 6th RTB down in Florida, I went to go do a little jogging at the track. Apparently, you run for a long, extended period of time.
I hear that's wild. Is that wild?
Yeah, it's wild. It's exhilarating. But I go to the track, and I see 3 airmen. And then there's 3 civilians, like in a polo and khaki pants, and they're doing their PT test. And I was like, what are the 3 civilians? They're like, oh, those are their coaches. I'm like, so wait a minute. They have their own individual coach, and they're like, yes. So I was like, okay, I'm going to watch this PT test. Like these guys, they got to be jacked. Like, you got your own guy, and like, I think the fastest mile was like 9 minutes. Yeah, exactly.
To coach a PT test, what is you do push-ups?
Run faster! Run faster!
You're in 21. Only 1 more to go.
But I think they do a mile and a half, but I feel your pain, Sergeant G, man. I do with the Air Force people, but
you know, it sucks. It sucks though. You know, it sucks. But like I said, I've been out there for 10 years now working for them sorry SOBs, and it's frustrating. Like I said, I'm dealing with some crap right now. I'm like, I'm gonna get every last one of you. Like this ain't gonna be fun for you guys once I'm done with you guys. And so I've been doing that. And then, you know, I just thought my wife, like I said, she did a Raffle 180 and she started a Facebook called Somewhere in Between. Cause you know, half the time we live in our lives somewhere in between the good and the bad, you know, the right and the wrong. And so she just created that group and she started doing she started trying YouTube. And she's like, man, I don't want to do YouTube. She's like, you think I can record it and just upload it on Facebook? I said, yeah, there's no reason why you can't do it. You know, she's real relatable to a lot of people. Like she has that face, man. Any of you guys sat down with her, you guys would spill your whole life to her. And she's like, I don't even know why people just talk to me. She just sits there and she has that face, that friendly face that you guys, I'm going to spill my whole life to you because you look like you ain't never going to tell anybody ever again. And I just need to get it off my chest.
She's had 7 kids. She's super patient. Like, of course she'll sit there and listen to an adult talk. She's got 7 kids. 7.
And that might be why. Why everybody opens up because they're like, oh, she's gonna listen and she ain't gonna turn away from me.
It's like when LeBron James went down to Miami. Not 4, not 5, not 6, like 7. So like
one of his many brilliant philosophies.
Yeah. So
you can have an entire basketball team and have 2 people waiting
on the bench. You have listen. If you watch the movie Hoosiers, you have a more bench than the team that won against
state title.
Yeah. No. Nick, here's the trivia. Nick, this is a good one for Nick. Who is the school in Hoosiers?
Yeah, I can't remember it. It's I'll get to it. I'll think about it.
My dad is yelling at the screen right now.
I won't even look it up, but I know they were a big city team. So
I got a question for you. Hey,
I know Gene Hackman measured the rim. He measured the rim and said, "Hey, it's 10 feet here too."
Yeah. And Gene Hackman's the first guy to ever do that.
Huh?
Hey, Sergeant G, I got a question. If you had known before you had 7 kids, 7 kids, so much. It's so many cream pies.
Anyway, not that bad, man. It's not that bad. I promise you.
If you had known before you had 7, that's enough kids that when you walk into Walmart, people look at you. That's how many kids that is. That's a lot of kids.
You give out lists.
Let me tell you.
If you go to Walmart, you better be handing them out each their own list.
Like you got to tie them together or something. Do they hold pockets? Like
especially if you go into like relaxation therapy and then go to Walmart, you better be handing lists out to the kids because how do you keep up with that? What do you drag 4 carts behind you? Or?
Hey, so my question is, if you'd have known that you were going to have 7 kids when you had the first kid, would you have just named the first one like Monday and then the second one Tuesday?
No, man, not at all. So here's the story. Here's the story with me. So me and my wife, we were blessed to have 2 children of our own. We have 2 boys of our own, you know. 4 months after I got back from Iraq the first time, my oldest son passed away 4 months after I got back, you know. And then 2 years later, I was able to have my other son. I got back, I got out of Iraq, and he was the one that we had with us. And then when I got back to Oklahoma, my wife grew up in the foster care system. She was always, you know, we didn't live good lives. You know, we didn't have the money. We didn't have moms. We didn't have dads. We pretty much, you know, we're raising ourselves. But she grew up in the foster care system. And when I met her, we've been together 20 years now. We're going on 21 years. This April will be 21 years we've been together. And I put her through hell and back, and I ask her every day, I said, how in the hell are you still with me?
Cheers to that.
You know, how are you still with me? As much shit as I put you through in this lifetime, and you still here, I've done shit that, I mean, and no woman would have stood by me. You know, nobody would have stood by me. And I'm blessed every day to have her. But we're able to adopt 5 children. We're able to adopt 5 children. And so we have five adoptions, you know. Right now I got 2 babies, put it this way. I got one that's 14, 15 months old and another one that's 8 months old.
Nice. Good for you guys.
Hey, you know what though? Honestly, people say, you know, oh, that's good for you. Like that's that you did that was like a step above and beyond. I firmly believe that people like you are built for that. And then there's people who are not built for it. Yeah. And you're the ones who are meant to do that because it's not for everybody. There's a lot of people that can't handle that kind of, but some people honestly,
successful breeders
to be built for it like that and to be able to do it is Nick's such a dick.
Dude, I've got
You
so
got me
there's
mid thought. I just heard him say it.
there's a dude in fifth group that was a team sergeant. Well, he's still a team sergeant now. He's a team sergeant at the same time I was. That this dude's got like 15 kids, and he did the same thing. I think he had 5 on his own, and then the rest of them are all foster kids.
Oh, okay.
So you're the second person that I know that has like.
There we go. Look at that. Now you met somebody
like 7
new. You know?
kids,
My
but
uncle
they're
in
foster
Italy,
kids.
My uncle
That
in
is
Italy, Francesco.
like I
he's
thought
my
about it at one
boy.
point. I was like, you know what? I can do like the foster thing, and then I was like, and then I got 2 of my own, and I was just like, like I tell you what,
Hey, buddy, hold on. Buddy, hold on. Dave actually is going to say something. Dave's going to say something.
Buddy, shut up, Nick.
Knock it off, buddy.
Buddy, my uncle in Italy, Catholic family. Okay, he has 14 boys, same wife.
Hey.
Yeah, he's
Crazy.
Italian though. That doesn't count.
They don't work in Italy. They
Like-
just sit around all day. What else are you
No,
going to do?
they
What else are you
they
gonna
have
do?
their break between.
They're a
12
third
and
world
2,
country.
every day.
Dave, I'm on Patrol Base Olsen all over again. I'm on Patrol Base Olsen.
I got Dave so
These
mad when I told him
debates.
that Italy was a B-rated country and he didn't
These
believe me for
debates,
rating. I'm
bro.
like,
Well, you
I'm
know
like,
they
it's
got
not-
that. They
it's
got
not-
that.
It's not
second-
my
They got
opinion.
that second romance language, so they can't
Yeah,
help it.
it's not my opinion that Italy is a third world country. It's not my opinion. It's literally
Sorry.
just their credit rating.
Sorry,
They're-
God,
they're
sorry,
a
G.
B-minus.
Yeah.
Not to mention they're Italian. They spend
Yeah.
Nick,
They
we're
spend
gonna start this one again.
75%
So what
of their
else do
time
you do
arguing
all day?
and
You sit
25%
there,
of
I guess
their
you
time
just have
making
sex.
up, and every time they make
So-
up, there's a little bambino involved.
Bambino, see.
Hey, Sergeant G, can you spell that website for me? I'll put it on the thread
Yeah,
here.
it's Rafa, RAPHA. So Romeo Alpha, Papa Hotel Alpha 180.com.
All right, I'll put that on the thread. That way people can go check it out.
Absolutely. Check it out, man, because so we, like I said, we don't just do medicinal grade CBD. My wife does it's a whole health spa. She does bath bombs and lotions and all the cool stuff. She's actually putting together some packages for the holidays for Thanksgiving and Christmas, creating little packages for men and women. So it's like a gift. You can actually go on there, pick the gift, and we'll ship it wherever you want it to go for somebody for the holidays. And so she's putting that together right now. She's got all kinds of crazy stuff. So what she does is work with a lot of small businesses, like how you're helping veteran small businesses. She helps small businesses. So it's small businesses inside of her business that she's supporting. And whenever they buy from us, they're buying from another small business. So there ain't no big corporations that we work with. It's all small business people that are trying to make a name for themselves, trying to get up. I got a buddy of mine. He's a Navy vet. He was a corpsman. And he's working on beard oils and beard butters and stuff like that.
I was about to ask you what you feed that thing.
I was looking at you. I was like, you the only one that actually has somewhat of a beard over there, man. You got all these other pretty faces trying to get, you got
Buddies
Well,
grows
we're still active, Sergeant G. We're still active.
Oh, there you go. That's
Yeah.
Buddies grows in ginger because he's got half a soul.
Buddy got half of his soul back because he's got a little bit of blonde in there. But
Yeah,
mostly
his comes in ginger. He's got half a soul.
He's got half a soul.
Yeah, it is. You're not wrong. It's super ginger. In fact, in most Arab countries, they just call me
Ginger
Redbeard.
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, you come here, Redbeard. Like, I don't.
Wait, hey,
know why
listen,
they have
hey,
that weird
Dave,
accent they do.
Dave, I
It's-
think
it's a
we're
thing.
talking about European languages. We should give Buddy. We should call him Canelo. That's Canelo Alvarez's name is Saul. They call him Canelo because that's cinnamon. Huh?
there you go. You like that? You just learned something today, buddy. He's still trying to process what you just said.
Yeah,
to him.
I don't know
He's
if
like,
he's
did you
having
just
that
call me cinnamon? He's like, I'm not quite sure.
We could always go with Bodukali and just be Arabic and call it
Yeah.
orange.
Yeah, there you
How
go.
about that?
I like Canelo. So how about that?
Boom!
Yeah,
Mic drop, Dave. Somebody speaks
Yeah.
Arabic.
that is true.
What?
That is true.
Oh,
Shukran Habibi.
Siddiqui.
Boom.
Siddiqui. Yeah.
Hey, chocolate, mister.
Inshallah.
Mr.
Inshallah.
Hey, Sergeant G, another couple more, digging into some more personal questions.
What's up?
Who did you serve with in the Marines? What unit?
Man, so I spent 9 years. I was blessed. My first year, I went to Okinawa, 3rd FSSG, 3rd MRB, Maintenance Readiness Battalion. I was a young PFC. I didn't get no break when I got out of boot camp. I was a slick sleeve, I had nothing on my collar. They told me when I went to MOS school. They fucked me in the Marine Corps too when I was in there. I joined it because I asked my recruiter, I said, what job do you do? He's like, I'm a bulk fueler. I was like, All right. I said, I want to do that. I come back here, work at the airport, fill up airplanes with fuel, right? Why not? I can do something when I get
Someone's
out.
got to do it.
Somebody's got to do it. I said, let's
Yeah.
do that. Man, he signed me up. I
It
graduated.
doesn't fuel itself, does it?
It don't fuel itself. I can do that, right? How hard can it be to hook up a fuel hose to an airplane? It can't be that hard, right? And so I graduated boot camp. And they said, hey, you're going to be a refrigeration tech. You're going HVAC. I was like, hey, even better. I could do that. I could do HVAC. I could do that. 2 days before class started, they took me out. They said, you ain't smart enough for this class. I guess my ASVAB score said something different.
Did you, did you fire back and tell them like, hey, look, I scored a perfect 31 for 31 on the ASVAB. Just like my recruiter said, I aced that thing.
Yeah, he
Now,
said
what
it's
are
the
you
best
talking
I've
about,
best
lady?
he's ever seen.
31 for 31.
He had good line scores. You had good line scores.
So they told me, they said, hey, guess what? You going down to Camp Lejeune, Courthouse Bay, you're going to go purify water. I said, damn.
Like Pauly Shore?
I was like Pauly Shore.
Underrated military movie of all time.
I love that movie.
Right, buddy?
Hey, that AT-4 shot though.
In the Army now?
Right.
Oh yeah. When he fired the AT-4 backwards, trying to shoot.
Hey, speaking of AT-4, I just want everybody to know that the weapons sergeant didn't know what kind of AT-4 was on our page, and I had to correct him. And I was like, I do know the types of AT-4s. Sec 2 Charlie had an incident with an AT-4 one time, where I used that lesson still to this day. That
you talking about the one that you guys pulled out of the Connex and
yes.
thought that it was a trainer?
It wasn't. No,
you
he thought that it was
a live AT-4 down there.
Yeah,
you remember that one? I remember.
Yeah, it took Cole Pencer's face off. So
that lesson should never be wasted.
Yeah,
absolutely should use that.
I've actually used that lesson also.
Yeah, you were enjoying salsa night when you heard about that, buddy.
Yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure we were in Adwar when that happened, or down in Bakuba.
It was like a week before we left.
You were at Coffee Bean.
Yeah, you were at Coffee Bean, or what's the other one called?
It's called the Green Bean. You bunch of
Green Bean.
There you go.
The Green Bean. Hey, you know what? Let me share one story with Sergeant G from Camp Spiker. Bobby Draves, also from Bravo Company. We were going over to the shopette one day because we're fobbits and we had to buy everything so that you guys could.
You took a bus. You took a shuttle.
So
you took a shuttle.
We took out one of those pay advances to go buy all the Copenhagen just to piss you off.
Did you plug your barrels when you did it, so you didn't get any sand in those things?
Oh, we didn't carry our rifles.
That's important.
It's
safe. Didn't either,
what are you talking about? Why would we take our rifles? Duh. We'll just leave those under our bed or in the bathroom. Anyway, so we go to the shopette and it had the T-walls around it. Bobby Draves walked in, run smack, like face into some Marine freaking major or some shit. Had no idea.
I hate him already.
Because he didn't know what the Marines did for the greeting of the day. So he looks at him, looks him up and down and goes, Iwo Jima, and walks off. Funniest shit I ever fucking saw. Just Iwo Jima, and just keeps it moving. The fucking Marine major, because I was behind him, the Marine major walks out and he's just like, what the fuck did that dude just say to me?
And you want to know why we make fun of all you guys right there, because you guys have no idea, like, what the fuck?
Iwo Jima, sir.
Chesty puller, sir. Chesty puller, all the way. Here we go.
You wouldn't have done.
What do you say to these guys? Acres away? Who knows? But
RG, what do you say? What is like your greeting of the day?
For what? For an officer?
Yeah, you
good morning, sir. That's all it is. Good morning, sir.
That's it.
Good morning. It's not Iwo Jima.
Good morning, sir. That's it. That's what it says. Good morning, sir.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I think we should change the culture. We should just go Iwo Jima. I like that. So, I use that story about the color band on an AT-4. The first thing you look at before you touch it is the color band, right? If it's black and yellow, that's just got a live round in it, right? Like
don't mess around with it. Yeah,
it's a fucking real one, right?
So if it's black and yellow and heavy,
yes. Well, actually,
a little bit of weight.
Weight matters. Weight matters in this situation.
So he didn't think it was a training round. He was told that there were some expanded ones because we actually had gotten firefights, buddy. So we had actually fired off some AT-4s. And so he went there because, like, hey, the expanded ones are behind the AHA. Well, there's also one that got dented, right? So, and it was prime. So he picked up that one, you know, and he had no idea. I'm not going to say his name, but he was a good dude, except for not knowing how to use an AT4. And he was the one teaching the class. So he didn't do any of the inspections to see that the brown acrylic seal was still there. And the fact that the fins are on it, like in the front. So it's like, shit hasn't been fired yet, dude. And like, well, yeah, he sent it. I was about 7 feet behind it when it went off. That was cool. So anyways, I go right to the medic shed and I'm like, hey, I knock on the door. I'm like, get outside. I think there's like 8 dead people, you know, like
6 days
just
before
didn't know.
going home, right? 6 days before going home?
6 days before going home. That was crazy.
Yeah.
So I use that, but it's another funny point.
Hey, wait, was that 6 days before we went home, or 6 days before we found out we weren't going home for another?
6 days.
No. This was
home.
after the extension.
You talk about one of those life.
Dave,
that was month 11.
Dave,
11
where were you?
They're like, hey, everybody
when that happened? Were we in the room together?
Next month, raise your hand.
Yeah.
All you fuckers with your hands raised, put them down. You're staying here for another 6 months.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You remember old LT Smith running down the sandbags back and going when I opened that door and he goes, get back in there. I said, but that wasn't a fucking mortar.
Yep.
We knew exactly where it happened.
That was in my chew.
Yeah.
That was my chew, and then I heard it.
I
tell
you that day right there, I will never forget that when they picked Jeffy up and when his arms went out like he was I thought that was it. It's like there's no way.
I thought there were more people dead because there's a big circle around that getting his class.
Yeah.
Doc was holding his face together.
Yeah, like I said, we turned him over. I got his face was off. I was like, "What the hell do you do with that shit?" I mean, I've been to CLS like 10 times, but I don't know what to do to that. Like that's
right.
like that. What is that? You know? And
you change it out with John.
Just put a new face
John
on.
Cage's face, and then
just put a new
just
face
take the face.
But to make light of that story, is what I tell all the people in the Army or the military. I was like, don't ever lie about something embarrassing, right? Because as soon as it gets high enough, they'll lie for you, right? So we told the
100%.
truth. We told the truth. Battalion told the truth. Brigade was like, nah, that shit didn't happen. There was no way that Golden Brigade, 3rd Brigade, 82nd Airborne was going to let that story out.
Yeah,
that was not happening. So they're like, they came.
You guys are 82nd Airborne, man.
Oh yeah, well, absolutely.
Yeah, my uncle retired. My uncle retired.
Hold up.
I don't know. What'd you
Hold
say?
up now.
What'd you say?
82nd Airborne. He made your Audie Murphy Hall of Fame. I said, what the hell is an Audie Murphy Hall of Fame, man? I didn't know
the Audie Murphy Club. Yeah, Audie Murphy Club. Yeah.
Yeah, he joined it.
Wasn't good
Well, it's
enough
not like
to
an
make it in the
A4 or an
82nd, guys.
A8 like you might be thinking out there. Okay.
Yeah, Audie Murphy didn't jump out of airplanes. Okay, so nobody really cares. All right?
Everybody did.
There's
Audie
no
Murphy
reason.
wasn't good enough to make it in the 82nd. That's how good we are.
Nope.
Just saying.
Oh, you fucking 82nd people. I know all you guys. I was like, you guys are fucking alcoholics. That's all you are. That's why they got the AA, right?
Functioning.
Hey, we are.
Whoa.
The 24-hour shot bet is still in the Guinness Book of World Records for the most alcohol sold in a 24-hour period. You had 2 brigades come back on the same damn day.
Yeah.
And if you were the last lift, coming home, all you were buying was pucker. That was all that was left. It's
That's it.
I'm getting out. I got apple pucker. It's going down. So like it was pretty brutal. But hey, let me get to my Book of Earl real quick. It's gonna be a short one because I knew this conversation would be fun. After I talked to Juan, I knew it would be a good time, and I knew Buddy and Joe were gonna come pretty hard today, so I didn't have to really prepare a good one. But I do have it, and it will help on the page, and it helps everybody else out. Is take it easy. Right? Just calm the fuck down. Now, people hate resiliency training, right? They hate it. They don't think they need it. They don't want it. And it's like, but the icebergs are a real thing. If your emotions cause you to not be productive, all right, you got to find out why. All right, and then you got to stop. Like that, you're the only one that's going to do it. The only one's going to stop it. All right, so in resiliency training, they call it an iceberg because above the surface it's small, but underneath your body's blowing up, right? It's mad. All right, so if there's a disconnect, there's times you should be mad, right? Right, when Detroit blows their 18-point leads like they do every fucking Sunday, you probably should get mad because you're a Detroit fan, right? But should you should you make it even worse, right? Like that's a stupid example, but I mean, it works for Joe.
Well, no,
Joe,
it's like,
Joe can relate to that.
But it's like getting mad at something that happens repeatedly. You should be ready for it.
Well, correct. People keep doing that. And I was talking to a buddy of mine. It's his birthday today. Took him out golfing. But it's like, do you ever think about people who are winners in this life? You know, people who are very successful, right? They don't spend any time being angry. All right. If they're angry about something, they're going to go fix it. All right. And if it's their fault, they're going to fix it. There's so many people right now. And I posted that thing about go to college, right? I'm not saying you have to go to college. Buddy's 100% right with the CERT program through the DOD. All right. He's 100% right. All right. However, Sergeant G said he hasn't used his degree, but he's an educated motherfucker now. All right. So he can make smarter decisions. Use the TA, go to class, read some damn books. You might never use it, but at least you'll know what the hell is going on in this world and you'll know how to attack it. All right. So again, calm down, relax, think about the situation, and then make something of your life. It does no good to blame and cry and scream at other people. And like Buddy says, don't travel somewhere to feel oppressed. All right. Fix your own inside shit first. All right. Fix your inner circle and then make someone else's inner circle better. All right. And then just keep expanding. That's exactly what we're doing here. All right. We all got problems. All right. We all have demons inside of us. We're all guilty of it. All right. But the successful people, I like to consider myself successful. Dave used to be a successful recruiter, but he's kind of slowing down. He used to be pretty good. Buddy's goddamn SF guy. Joe's been through he's crushing it right now. And and Sergeant G's crushing it. We just don't sit there and whine. Right? We don't sit there and waste time. You're wasting time. You're wasting energy when you're feeling sorry for yourself. All right. So again, calm down. The NFL is going to play tomorrow, guys. And I know there's some people on our page that don't like it. All right. Guess what? You're just as triggered as the other people. So they're on both sides, right?
There better not be any knees taken during the national anthem.
Yeah. Oh my God, who takes a knee? Like, who cares? Who cares? I'm going to watch the best athletes. I'm not saying it anymore. I'm done talking about it. All right. Just calm down. Watch the damn game or don't. Read a book. Do something else. But that's all I have for my book of Earl. So Sergeant G, you want to give the last word? Give us a couple things to go by.
Oh, absolutely, man. Like you said, quit being angry, dude. Hey, you know what? Life's a hustle. What are you going to do? How are you going to make the income? How are you going to bring money in? It's all about making money, right? That's how we live this life. You can't live without money. Go through, try to figure out how to make a hustle. What is it that people want? What is it that people need? That's why I try to tell my son, hey, figure out what people want, what people need, and provide it for them. That's what we can do as veterans with we're taught leadership, right? No matter what rank you were, you're taught leadership. Go through, kill it, man. Kill this world. Be the hustle. It's like I said, I just posted something on my group. Hey, a crackhead don't go every day saying I ain't gonna get no crack today, right? He gonna hustle so he can get his hit, right? So he can get his fix. Don't let a crackhead out hustle you. That's how I look at it, man. Definitely come over to the Stone Vet.
I've got that as a mission statement on my son's door.
Hey, that's a shirt. That's a shirt, and we're gonna give royalties to Sergeant G.
Don't let a crackhead out hustle.
I like that line.
I tell my daughter that every day before kindergarten.
Hey Joe, before you make Buddy's tank top, make sure we make that shirt first. And then we'll get Buddy's tank top.
That's gonna be a shirt.
Hey,
right there.
I got an idea. How
How
about you make a tank top that says don't let a crackhead out hustle you? How about that? You do both things at once.
There you go, Buddy's a problem solver.
I just said that listen, Sergeant G, I just said that 2 times in my head and in love with it, and we're not. No, we have to do it now.
Absolutely, you have to do it. I'm gonna make it too. I'm gonna get something on there too. We work together. Let's collaborate on something. We do something like that. Put both the logos.
Yeah, for sure. No, yeah, we'll make you part of it. We'll make you part of it.
That's what it's about. I mean, I appreciate you guys. I mean, with you guys, Veteran Trash Talk, like you said, that's what we vets. We can only take care of ourselves. Ain't nobody else gonna take care of us. It's just us taking care of ourselves, you know. And I really do appreciate you guys allowing me to come on here and trash the show a little bit, get some word out there, you know, trying to get some sponsorship, get some things going. I mean, absolutely. Check out rafa180.com for all your health needs, all your spa needs. If you guys got some women you're trying to get some loving to, get her a nice little bath bomb. We got bubble bath bombs.
Yeah, take that CBD, buddy. Get that CBD in your system before you go to town. All right.
Right. Get it in there. Take care of that thing.
I don't like my women clean.
Oh Jesus!
Hey, I think that's time to close it out when Buddy starts talking about that. Hey, Dave, close us out, man.
That's it. Hey, Sergeant G, appreciate you coming on, man.
Hey guys, I appreciate it. Let's do this. We gotta do this more often, man. I appreciate it. I enjoy doing it like this, man. Being able to hang out. This is what it's about. It's building that camaraderie that we lost when we were serving, man. That's what it's all about. That's what I'm doing at the Stone Vet. Go ahead, check out my show as well, the Stone Vet USMC on YouTube. Come over to my Facebook group, the Stone Vet, and then don't forget check out rafa1a.com, man, for all your needs.
We will check it out. Hey, appreciate everybody that was tuned in, that was live. I don't know, Nick, were you following it? Do we have a lot of people on there?
Yeah, we had a lot of our regulars that we love a lot, and a couple of new comments.
Shout out to our community again. Thanks everybody for watching. We'll obviously post the video again here shortly, so everybody can tune in who's missed it. Check out veterantrashtalk.com. Get your hands on some of our merch, okay? These tees are awesome. Nick's wearing the triggered pansy. Joe's wearing the triggered pansy. I got the dumpster fire, and Beck's got the best one. You know, the best collection out of all of them. And then we have a new product.
Hold your tongue, wench. I didn't design that.
Shut up, Joe.
Product coming out here pretty soon. We're not going to talk about this. It's kind of secret, but this will be on the market soon. This is going to blow up. Hey, VTT fam, thanks again for everything. Thanks for sharing our community. Cheers. Have a great weekend. We'll talk to you later.
Love you guys.